When auditing accounting records, where do you see the biggest mistakes occur?
The biggest mistakes are in unrecorded liabilities, and this typically happens if there's an accrual that doesn't take place that's supposed to, or if
Soup is
there's
delicious, sir?
yes, everything's good, thanks. Or if there's a purchase of goods or materials or equipment, and the proper transaction isn't recorded on the ledger. Yes, this is the number one area.
Okay.
Unrecorded liabilities.
And then what are some common internal controls?
Common internal controls we have are multiple signatures required and approvals required for capital purchases. First, you have to have a capital budget. The manager then has to request a capital improvement. Then the director or the vice president has to sign off on it. And then accounting needs to be informed that a capital purchase has been approved so they can properly set it up on the fixed asset register and depreciate it over time.
What part of being a CPA is the most time consuming?
The most time-consuming thing is having to go back and reconstruct records and transactions that weren't recorded properly or backwards, to research it and figure out what happened. That's the most time-consuming thing for me, is reconstructing records. Yes.
In class, we learned about amortized costs of intangible assets. Can you
Yeah.
give an example of when you've done this?
Yes, most of the times I've amortized intangible assets are through acquisitions. And when you make an acquisition, there's usually goodwill on the books. And the goodwill has to be, and that's the difference between the purchase price and the actual value of the assets. So it's intangible. And this has to be amortized over time. There's a schedule, you set up a schedule of amortization for the intangible. And you have to report it on your books and you have to report it on your taxes.